Hello everybody and welcome back to the Gaming Lounge. This is S5, your host, and today we're going to go over some replays of some games I've been playing. Been able to push to 6520 right now, about 80 trophies off of 6600. Um, and so far, I'm at my season highest right now, my personal best for the season. Um, and so let's get into it and go over the replays. So this first one was against Joel White. Um, his PB is 7,350. His highest season so far is 6505, and he was running um, Lumballoon Freeze deck. And so I actually like this matchup. This matchup is actually really fun. I think it's a 50-50 matchup. I think it comes down to a skill base on who could outplay who. The reason why I think it's 50-50 because he has a lot of cards that counter my cards, and I have cards that counter his cards. So it just really comes down to timing and how you play the cards. And I like matchups like this when both players um, have an even chance of winning. And so I had a really good hand. I was hoping he would play something heavy so I could surprise him and take a tower. I just go ahead and cycle his app. It's always good if you don't really want to play anything to cycle your spells. I go and play a bandit in the back, playing pretty passive. You know, um, you know, it could be anything when he plays a lumberjack. It could be golem. It could be lumberloon. It could be a variety of different things. Playing the magic archer was kind of a misplay. I shouldn't have played the magic archer, but um, I make a lot of bad plays a lot because I'm only a 6600 player. But it's good to go back and watch your replays so you can learn from your mistakes so you don't do them again. So I know he doesn't have Bolo. I go and play the Pekka. He goes and is gonna put pretty much. I think he takes the tower with that push, but I'm gonna absolutely fireball that. And it was pretty nice because he wasn't tanking with the Inferno Dragon. He was tanking with the balloon, so the balloon's only gonna get one hit, honestly. And I knew he was gonna play his Inferno Dragon, so I go ahead and I play the Electric Wizard to counter it. And I'm actually gonna take his tower. It was actually a really good push. Um, that freeze was questionable. I don't think he should have he should have used freeze, honestly. He just wasted his freeze. And now he has a bad cycle. He doesn't have freeze in his hand for his balloon. So right now, I'm pretty much going to win the game at this point. I just have to play defense. I have to make sure that I don't make a mistake, and I have to make sure that I have cards to counter his balloon. So this is what I'm talking about. If he would have had freeze, he would have taken my tower. But since he doesn't have freeze, he's not going to be able to take it. I use a fireball because I don't want him to do a lot of damage on the tower with his balloon. Because balloons, he probably would have gotten 2 more hits if I didn't do that. I go ahead and play the Pekka. I know that it's going to pretty much take everything out. I play the Electric Wizard. Again, I don't know why he's using his freeze like that. That's a really bad way to use freeze. And so I know that the only way for him to win is to get a balloon connection on. And with only 15 seconds in, I'm like, I pretty much win the game. And he knew that the game was over as well. Overall, the reason why I won this matchup pretty easily was because he made a lot of mistakes. For the most part, I only made one mistake, but besides playing that Magic Archer on the bridge, I played pretty flawlessly. It was pretty good. Alright, the next game is against Sniper Eco. His PB is 7,210, which got him in top 899 before trophy inflation, which is pretty good. And let's take a look. So he's playing that Giant Skeleton Mirror Royal Hogs deck that was really strong when Mirror was OP. And I think it was fun for a season to have Mirror to be that strong because no one really played Mirror. So for them to have it be overpowered for a season, I think it's fair. It was fun to play with. I mean, I played with Mirror. I still play with Mirror. I still think it's a good card. It's just not as strong. You have to use it wiser, which is how the game should be. You shouldn't have cards that are so overpowered that you don't have to use them wisely to have fun with them. I don't know what he's doing. He completely messed up his placements with his fisherman. So But it doesn't matter because the Giant Skeleton Bomb does so much damage that the P.E.K.K.A gets stopped anyways. I go ahead and play the mini P.E.K.K.A. And yeah, so far it's pretty good. So I knew that he had no mana, so that's why I played the Elite Barbarians on the right-hand side. And I go ahead and just take the zap so it doesn't do too much damage to the tower. And then I'm just kind of resetting right now. Because I know that he has his Mother Witch. I know that the hogs on the right aren't going to do that much damage. I know his Mother Witch isn't going to do that much damage either. But he goes ahead and plays Royal Hogs. So I was like, okay, that's not bad. So I go ahead and play my Electric Wizard so he doesn't get too much damage. But now I'm kind of low on Elixir. And I know he has Mirror. And that's one reason why I play with Mini P.E.K.K.A on ladder. Is because the Mini P.E.K.K.A is just so strong. It's only 4 Elixir. It's a really good defense card. It's not super good on offense because it's so easily... you can kill it pretty fast. And it doesn't have too much life, so it dies to the tower pretty fast. But it's a very good defensive card. So, I mean, this game is pretty much over at this point. There's not much... you know, the only way he comes back is if I mess up big time. I'm just go ahead. I'm playing the bandit to cycle through my cards. I want to get back to the P.E.K.K.A so I could defend it pretty well. I play the Ewis to get the reset so that he doesn't grab the magic archer, and it was pretty good. It wasn't that bad, but I mean he doesn't. I can't really kill the fisherman that fast, so. It is what it is. It got kind of hairy at the end, honestly. But now this right here got kind of scary because he has this giant skeleton with zappies completely hitting my P.E.K.K.A. I don't know if zap was worth it because I mean I don't know if I should have zapped, honestly. But I know that at the time there's not enough time for him to do anything, and so I just kind of have to stop this push. I get the zap. And that's the match. I did play kind of sloppy that match. I didn't play it very clean, but it is what it is. The next match is against Eclipse, and his best season is top 4,000 with 6,705 before trophy inflation, which is really good. You know, I'm trying to get a top 10K finish. So far, I'm on track this season to do it. I'm at 6520 right now. I only need to get 480 trophies to get 7K, and I think around 7K will be a top 10K finish this season. There's about 14 days left. I think top 10K right now is still like 6,600, so with the 14 days left, I think top 7K will be top 10K. So this player, he actually plays this matchup pretty well. He makes some mistakes early, like right there. I don't know why he plays Miner. I think he mistimed on when my Magic Archer was going to get there. But it doesn't really matter because he has Bomb Tower. And Bomb Tower is, you know, completely stops my push with the Elite Barbarians and Mini P.E.K.K.A. And this matchup is, I win this matchup as long as I don't make mistakes and as long as my opponent isn't super good with it. If my opponent is really good with it, he could beat me. So it just depends. Dude, I like that Magic Archer. It does a completely 180 and snipes that wall breaker so it doesn't get a hit. I did not think it was going to do that. But I think Magic Archer needs a buff. I think he's a little bit too weak. He's really easy to counter. I think he either needs an attack speed buff or he just needs to do a little bit more damage. And that's it. I don't think he needs anything too crazy. I think just an attack speed buff or up his damage a little bit so that, you know, he's actually scary. Because right now he's just kind of decent. Like he does good damage, but he can't really win a game. I know he can snipe towers and stuff, but he's not really a huge game changer, you know. But he is good. I'm not saying he's bad or anything. He is a good card and he's solid. And I just think he just needs a slightly buff so that he could kill lava hounds faster. Because the problem with Magic Archer against lava hounds, he just gets fireball, so he only gets like 1 or 2 hits. He doesn't get too much value in that matchup. I miss my fireball on that, and this is where he does a good job. He goes and he plays his Pekka. I completely messed up my Magic Archer placement right there. Um, but look how much damage he's getting with that Magic Archer. And so that was very well played on his part. And this is kind of frustrating. His tower is almost dead, and I'm gonna have to double fireball it at this point. And I can't really fireball because I have to use it to kill his Magic Archer, so he doesn't get super good damage on it. I could have fireball his tower right there instead of the Magic Archer, and that's probably what I should have done, but I didn't. I go ahead and I get the connection with the bandit and with the Ewas, and the bandit goes underneath the log, which is a very good play. And then the last game to get 6,500 was against Andres Vargas, top 10K for his best season. And I got lucky because I got a Golem matchup, which I do beat Golem. I think it's like a 60-40 matchup. It's hard for the Golem player to win, but Golem players can beat me. It's about 60-40, so as long as the Golem player is a very good Golem player, he could beat me, honestly, if I make mistakes. And he does a good job. He capitalizes on my Pekka first play, and the mini Pekka. I messed up the mini Pekka timing because the mini Pekka needs to attack the one elite barbarian when the other one's locked on the tower, and the mini Pekka will defend that push. I don't know why he plays lumberjack right there. But I mean, look how sad that is. The only thing he used to defend the Pekka was a Mega Minion, and the Pekka can't take down a tower. I think a Pekka needs a attack speed buff damage. I mean, attack speed buff. Oh, he needs to do more damage. Because a Pekka should be able to take a tower with a Mega Minion hitting him. Especially because the Ewes was attacking the Mega Minion as well. And the Pekka still couldn't take a tower. I think that's sad. I think that's sad. So by the time we got to this point where he plays his golem, I had a really good cycle to defend his push. And I knew he was gonna do elite barbarians behind his golem. So I set up the Magic Archer. I could have either fireballed right here, but I go ahead and I play the mini Pekka because I thought that was the better player than fireball. And it was. It would have been not as good if I would have fireballed. But now I got 2 massive pushes. Dual attack. And at this point, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm getting good damage on his left-hand side. I got decent damage on his Keen's Tower. I have to play the Pekka to defend the Elite Barbarian push. I played the Magic Archer to predict his Night Witch. I don't know why he cycled arrows right there. I don't know why he didn't just attack my tower to get damage on the Magic Archer. We'll see. The reason why I fired about that because I didn't want him to get tons of value with that bomber, because that bomber would have killed the Pekka. It would have done good damage. And at this point, I knew I'd won. I was kind of surprised that the Magic Archer wasn't doing damage to the Keen's Tower. I think he got 1 hit, but I think he should have gotten more hits. So I'm playing Bandit, just trying to get on his tower so I can end the game without having to waste fireballs. Because I do need fireball to defend. And the Pekka should be able to get on and get it. But the Pekka almost died. See, that's what I'm talking about, how the Pekka needs a buff. but that's it. I hope you guys subscribe and like this video. This was very fun pushing to 6520 from 6400, and I will see you when I hit 6600 plus.